Hello there. Hello there. So, the neck. It's right here. The guitar, the neck, the body, all of it. And today, first off, we're going to remove these clamps. It's been left to dry for a long time. I don't know. Yeah, I had some other things that I had to get done, so I couldn't really do anything here, so I had to just leave it a little bit longer. But it's been more than a day. Yeah, or not. Never mind. I don't know how long it's been here. Here it is anyway. We can remove this. And we can remove this tape. A little gunk on the fretboard. We need to clean that up. Anyway, there it is. And yeah, it's stuck in place. I'll move this clamp back a little bit. Maybe. Ooh, it's pretty evenly waved. The weight is pretty even. And here's the pick guard, which we need to cut out that so we can push it in all the way. Still haven't done that. But yeah, you know, you get a first tiny bit of a look on the whole thing. It's gonna look cool. Ooh. We're slowly getting there. But today we're gonna reshape the back. Let me put this away. We're gonna reshape the back of the neck and heel joint. You see, when I designed this body, I wanted the upside down sort of cool look of this. I think this will look cool. But it means that the neck joint here will be annoying. Obviously, because it's going to be hard naturally to come around here. And especially if you want to get to the higher frets. You see how awkward this is. Now, right now it's especially awkward because this is a block. And this is also a block, which, you know, we're soon gonna fix that. So yeah, I'm gonna try to make this as nice as I can. So we're gonna... Damn it, I keep hitting the ceiling. Ah! So we're gonna reshape the back here. So we need to just clamp this back into place, but angle it away a little bit, and also upside down, like this. And we need to angle you guys down. Like so, and see if we can zoom in, not zoom out, something like that. And now, I thought I had a pen. Like I need to make a wristband or something that can hold a pen or something, because I'm always losing it. I don't even know why. So basically, here, almost out of frame. We need to reshape this so that the hand comes down here more naturally, and do that all the way up here, basically. I want to remove some of the bulk here and slant the whole thing down, but then I also want to go basically all the way here. So I need to come up with a shape like this, and something like that. And this is the reason why I wanted to glue in the neck with this. Why is it doing that? Come on, focus. This is why I wanted. I told you that when we glue in the neck, we were going to talk about why we do it this way. But I'm going to talk about it more now, because it just made more sense to talk about it when we're actually going to do it. But this is, we're going to carve away this wood, and we're going to have it slanting down, and we're going to have an angle, and we're going to, you know, it's going to be a little bit hard, I think, to get it across what it is I'm actually trying to do. You know? If I don't draw it. And basically putting a clamp on something that is leaning will make the clamp press away. Maybe you remember in the video where I glued in the 12th fret that the clamp, before it fell to the floor, was gliding off the neck. And so that's why we didn't shape it first. But we're shaped it now. I'm super quickly going to put on ear protection. And I'm going to pull out my planer, my hand planer, and just remove some of that. Where is it? It's not in its place. Is it already out here? Oh, there it is. Hiding behind this baby guitar. Oh, it's so dusty. Awesome, awesome. The reason why I'm going to use this is because, you know, it's a really good tool. It's amazing. And also, it's going to make this process go very quick for me. So, yeah, I'm just going to try to plane in an angle. So, ear protection on. And let's start up the electricity. And put this to max. And let's just see if we can maybe get in there a little bit. Take this whole thing down a little bit, get a slope, sort of like some of the modern Fender Stratocasters. You see they have sloped the entire thing. Now you could make some sort of jig and either plane this down with the router, you know, going sort of like when you did the neck pocket, or some sort of holder for this. But I think this is going to go. Something like that, maybe. Yeah. Just a little bit. Just remove bulk, you know. Let's retrace this. Here is the new edge. Something like that, maybe. Just trying to find a natural flow. You know? Something that gives us something to work with. Can I, let me just give me a sec to see if I can smooth this out. We could take this outside and take the angle grinder and just do this in a couple of seconds, and we might actually even do that. Depends on how much time I have to spend on this, but I want to show you more ways of doing things, because if I just do this with the angle grinder, it's basically the same video twice. And so yeah, and I want to. It's also good to know that like you will get different results. If I do this with a planer, I'll get a very nice sharp angle that is very flat and very strict, which I think will look nice up here, and then float down in a more organic way, which I think is what we're going to achieve if we switch to something else after. But the planer is good for that. That's that's why I used it on their arm carve up here, which is beyond, you know, where you can see. But that's why, you know, that's a good thing to think about. Yeah, and I have two of the same planes, but they are set up differently, so I can easily switch. So just, I want the sort of same effect up here by the neck joint. As I want for the armrest, you know, on the front. So, yeah. It's a little bit awkward planing in the wrong direction. Because usually you want to push away instead of pulling. I know there are like Japanese planers for that, but I don't have one of those. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe one or two of you want to send me a set of Japanese planes. That'd be cool. I'm just joking. I don't even know if I actually want them. I have so many tools. Okay, I do want them. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to lie, but I can't. I can't lie to you. The worst part is you know it. Something like that, maybe. And then let's just hit it with a round rasp. A little bit. And we'll see what happens. I'm gonna move things around a little bit because I'm gonna hit this. I'm just gonna put you there and come around like this. See, can I move you guys over here? Can you see anything there? Is that good enough? I hope you can. It's just but I can already tell that it's nicer, and that I haven't done that much yet. So right here, where the neck pocket meets, I really want to get down there because that's where it's actually going to happen. The rest here is just access for the hands movement. Whew. Let's see, what maybe we can use this one a little bit. These little Japanese files that are fine-toothed, you can see it. You basically can get a almost finished look with them. Like, I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera because, you know, but it's so close. If you watch any Phil McKnight, you know he has the whole handshake thing, and that's what I want to do. I want to get that perfect, smooth transition. So yeah, let's see. Yeah. Do I have any other ways? Let's go out and take the angle grinder a little bit, just in case you haven't seen the other videos. You'll see it now, and you'll see that how it affects the reshaping. And then we'll continue the planing and things. So yeah, I'll pause the video. I know I just skimmed through that, or at least that's what I'm going to do in the editing, but I just want to tell you that like the angle grinder is a really cool thing to do. The whole thing works really well, but I don't know if it's a good idea to start out with because you can go too fast. But now I have a really nice transition here, and we're going to just go over to some hand tools and see if we can add a little bit more finesse to this. So first off, here, this here needs to be softened up a little bit. Something like that maybe. You know, just... And the good idea is to go back and forth, you know. You don't have to, you know, you can just, by letting the file lie on top of here, and it's perfectly flat, I can tell that I have a dip here. And so if I work my way down there, by holding on to the file in both ends, I can remove that groove there. Hope my hands aren't too much in the way. Hope you can somewhat see. And for aesthetic purposes, I would really like to fade this away, but make it seem like that is going back into that arch, you know. This here is just continuing up here to where the bodies met. Damn, this pen was another crappy pen. I need to go through them all. So let's just, and I'd really like to hit that corner there. I think that will be nice. Just let me get around from the opposite side. This is the sort of area where it's kind of hard to get in, and so it's really nice to have a small file like this, because the big one is too bulky. And And I don't know if you can see this, but I get like lines from the cut, and I can see where the lines are not appearing because I'm not that deep down yet. So by cutting across the entire thing, I'm holding onto the file with my entire hand and the tip of these fingers. And I would hold on more if I could, but there's too many other things in the way. I can really get in here and see how everything is going to straighten up, because I do want the straight, flat curve here that looks nice. I mean, you can do a more organic thing if that's what you want to go for, but I don't feel like that's a good idea for this build. Something like that, maybe. You can get a little different angle. Can you see the grain and how the, or not the grain, but the marks from the file and how they are going in different directions, and how I can visually help myself see where I have to go and keep this line here straight. This line here I don't have to care about as much, it's just a question of depth, but that's because this line we're going to soften up and remove. But we first have to establish this upper line. So even though you could do, you know, the bulk work and get almost everything done, using the angle grinder, I really think it's good to have this sort of file or something similar. You don't need to, and then feel with your hands as well. And you can also come in with a scraper. Sort of help yourself out. Can be really nice, especially for establishing that line there. Just see how fast I can get down there. I have a little bit of a bump right there. Scraper is perfect tool for this. And trust your hands, you know, like I think there we have something. Yeah. You can scrape in all sorts of direction. I'm gonna try to do it this way now because I feel like that's gonna be good, but I hope I'm not too much in the way, because I'm basically standing like this with you in my back. And you can try to match it up with the radius of the scraper if you have one of these kidney shaped ones. And yeah, something like that. Let's see if we can hit this here a little bit, because I feel like we're creating a new angle right there. that maybe? You can use a razor blade as a scraper as well. Just kind of... We are going to sand it afterwards. I think there are too many small little imperfections here that I don't think I'm going to be able to get out. But I want to remove this edge here a little bit. But I want to come in. I don't want to just mimic the roundness that already exists. I want to come in a little bit like this, I think. And I think this one, maybe up here at least. Wait, no. Let's hit it with this first. You see, I can feel that we're getting close. Look at that. And obviously we're gonna have to work on this a little bit more when we come to the neck carving to match them up. But I just want to get this one out of the way first. I'm gonna blend this in here. You know, I'm starting to get into the neck here. And I'm moving the file not like that and not like that, but like that. I hope you can see that. Getting a really nice blend. Just gonna see if I can hit that upper corner there with a razor blade. Just kind of smooth it out a little bit. Can you see if am I in the way? A little bit. I feel like saying, am I in the way, is 90% of what I say. So, if you agree, you'll have to give the video a like. Nah, you don't have to. Yeah. Let's see if we can... work. Okay, let's not there, we have a little bit of a bump. You can really have fun with this and make super organic or super strange things. Just gonna see if I can remove this bump a little bit. just feel it. Normally I would take it off, but and like hold it, but I can. This is good enough to go like that. And when you're designing something like this, also think about the vibe. Like I want to make it seem like this line here is fading in, but still up there. That's an aesthetic choice, and the reason why I'm doing it like that and not having that there is because if I create this sharp edge there, it's probably going to bump into my arm and feel uncomfortable. And I just want something that is very smooth in all directions. So I'm just trying to move that. Let's see if we can soften that up a little bit. Yeah, I think that is good. I think we need sand here a little bit. It's a little bit rough, but I'll do that with the sanding machine. Okay, let's find the round over here. Because this corner here is where it's all gonna start. There we go, that is nice. I'm just gonna quickly... No, I'm not. I was thinking of switching file. We can actually do the same thing here, because we have this fade out right here, which would allow us to have a fade in here. And we can sort of just sort of do a round over and just feel it to make sure it's even and doesn't feel strange. And yeah, wait. Can come in here with a gouge. You see, you can do this with a gouge as well. You don't have to only work with one tool. Come in with a gouge here. We can just carve this down a bit and get that. Oh yeah, I already feel that this is going to be better. Get into the nick a little bit there. But it's going to be okay. I need to come around the other end, I think. Whew. Hope you're enjoying this, because I'm climbing around like a crazy person for you. Something like that. And the good thing about doing it with the gouge and not a chisel is that you'll sort of scoop it out and cut it away, but with a chisel this would be breaking it, just get splinters in the wood. Now we have a point here which we need to get rid of. Can I come in here with it? It should come from this angle, which is not very good because I'm standing on the wrong side of the body, but I don't want to have to move it about a bunch. Just be super careful so I don't accidentally go off the neck and into my thigh or something, or rather into my belly. I suppose would be the issue right now. This angle. See there how it's breaking apart? Now it's just so small that it's not going to affect anything, but we really should be switching out for something else that allows us to come in from this angle. So you get to see a bunch of different tools now, and just me trying to I don't want to overdo this, because I do like that you can see where the body is and where the neck is, you know, and not blend them together so much that you can't. Because I don't particularly think that's good looking, I suppose is what you would call it. But yeah, I think that's going to be nice. I think we should take off a little bit more here on the top, so let's see. Ah, lights. You turn around and what do? You walk into the light. The best thing I can tell you really is find a nice blend between aesthetic and comfort, so that it's not too much one way, but try to always let comfort win, because, you know, at the end of the day, guitar is, you know, it's not really a piece of art. I know that some people like to say that, but it's a tool for making music, not the music itself. Here we have you have something called practical art, which is a term I don't think really exists anywhere else, but it's basically for something to be art but also have a use. Well, as art in itself is useless, as in, you know, for example, a beautiful tool. You could make a knife or something that is you know, has a beautiful handle that is clearly carved from, I don't know, ivory or something, and it's a beautiful tool or something. Or something. I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Wait. My rambles make sense to you, they don't make sense to me. That's the way it just has to be, I suppose. It's my curse. I was about to say, we were made to suffer. It's our lot in life. But I've actually forgotten what that is a reference to. So, feels strange to do a reference to something you don't remember. I really like this. I'm going to remove a little bit more here on the neck. Just so I can get a feel for this a little bit, I think. No? Yes? Maybe? Okay, let's unclamp the neck real quick. Why do I say unclamp the neck? I mean unclamp the guitar. Okay, so it's up here. And yeah, it's kind of a stupid thing, which I maybe you haven't realized, or maybe I haven't realized, and that is that I'm making a 24 fret neck. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta make a 24, but I'm making it for a guitar that can't use it. Okay, so here is the guitar body and the neck. You've seen that at least before, and here is the back right now. And I hope you can see that that's a really comfortable. Obviously, if it was the other way around and this was the lower, it would be even better, obviously. But, you know, that would ruin the aesthetic of the front. And how cool this guitar is going to be once we are done with it, basically. We can't have that, right? No. We have to just tread on in our lives of deception and cruelty and malice. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna just leave this for a bit. You know, I'm gonna just put the guitar away. Just put it down here, like so. And I'm just gonna go do something else, relax. I'm a little bit tired, you know, straining myself a little bit too much building this. I feel like I'm telling you that I'm tired every minute. I'm not tired, I'm just a little exhausted from carving and stuff like that, you know. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm just gonna take a break and, you know, do something else, leave it, edit this video, do something else. And then I'm going to come back and take a look at it and finalize it a little bit extra. But you basically get the drift, biffily miffed. And then I'll be back in the next video and we'll do the actual neck carving. And we'll see if we can't come up with something nice and cool. And we might have to reshape that a little bit extra afterwards. You should really go back and forth. The same thing goes... Sorry. Ooh. Don't know what that was. The same thing goes for like this carve here and the belly carve that we have right there. You can, after you've shapen everything, you can come back and be like, I need to smoothen this out a little bit more. I need to rethink this a little bit more. I need to, you know, and just, you know, give yourself, you don't, just because I'm, you know, doing everything in steps like this, and you're getting the videos in the same way, it doesn't mean that you have to do that. You can just run back and forth and mess with all the parts until you're happy. For example, I'm not going to do a carve on the front, similar to what I've just done, you know, a PRS style thing. I'm not going to do that because I've already have the pick guard, I've already glued in the neck. I'm not going to do that. But, you know, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I should have done that. I don't know. Anyway. It's not what I'm going for with this guitar. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you learned something, got inspired or something. Maybe I made you wanna recarve a neck joint or something. The most important thing is that you take breaks and you pretend to play it and feel it and go like, okay, well, how is my hand actually gonna move? Like, you know, if I play some sort of blues thing up here or a jazz thing or, you know, different chords or solos or whatever it is you're doing, I don't know. Just so see how your arm is going to move in that space, basically. And just feel it and just reshape it and feel it and smooth it out. And you can measure it if you want to. Just hold something straight to see if you see any bumps. And then you're good to go. So... thanks so much for watching. I hope this was awesome and cool, just like you. Bye!